Before we dive into this story, let us know in the comments what city and country are you watching from and what time is it there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see the food chain forever. The lecture hall buzzed with anticipation. Seated across tiers of sleek, polished alloy benches were students from over 24 species, feathered, scaled, silicon-skinned, and a single soft-bodied biped, a human cadet named Quinn. Professor Yultax, a towering Felurian with crystalline mandibles, stood at the center of the auditorium. His six-clawed fingers adjusted a hollow display shimmering behind him. Projected was an image of a creature that made even the hardened Koran warriors in the room hiss in disapproval. Let us begin today's lesson on lethal life forms. Not interstellar pathogens, not apex predators. I'm talking about creatures that are both common and terrifying, whose threat lies not in size, but in intent. The hollow shifted. A hulking beast appeared, a mass of fur and teeth with serrated horns. The name flickered below, Gloreth Prime Reaver. Gasps rippled through the room. Capable of tearing armored skimmers apart. Native to Reaver Moon. Avoid at all costs. Another image replaced it. This time, a creature that resembled a crystalline vine, glowing faintly. Mind sap ivy, Yultax explained. Wraps around its prey, injects neurotoxin, then mimics their voice for days to lure more victims. A few first-year cadets shifted nervously. Then came the image of a metallic-looking serpent with claws protruding from each segment. Void tunnel burrower. The display read, Predator from beneath, silent, efficient, impossible to track. Yultax's voice boomed. But today we are not here to merely observe, we are here to learn fear. A murmur of acknowledgement swept the hall. And that brings us, he said, his multifaceted eyes narrowing, to the topic of Earth. The class tensed. A few glanced sideways at Quinn. He offered no reaction, just sat calmly with his arms folded. The screen lit up with an image, a honey badger, snarling mid-lunge. This, Yultax declared, is one of Earth's mid-level predators. It weighs roughly 12 kilograms. It fears nothing. It has fought venomous snakes, lions, armored vehicles, and once, according to reports, a shuttle's landing gear. Several students burst into laughter. Surely you exaggerate, sneered a Drexen cadet with armored plates instead of skin. I do not, Yultax replied. Coldly. It has a documented pain tolerance that borders on suicidal. The slide changed again, now displaying a kangaroo. This one uses its tail as a fifth limb, delivers bone-breaking kicks, and has been known to drown larger animals deliberately. There was silence. Then came a house cat. What's this? Someone scoffed. A domestic predator, Yultax said flatly. Engineered into docility, but still murders for entertainment. Quinn finally raised a hand. Yultax stopped. Cadet Quinn. The human cadet stood slowly. His voice was calm but carried the weight of layered warning. Professor, if I may? The Felurian nodded. Quinn walked to the front, facing the class. Behind him, the next slide had begun. A photograph of an unassuming elderly man with thick glasses and a cane. This is my grandfather. He's killed more creatures than everyone in this room combined. He was a farmer, with a shovel. Uneasy laughter. But it didn't last, Quinn continued. He once fought off a pack of wolves to protect his sheep. Didn't call anyone. Didn't run. Just picked up a rock and made do. Now the class was quiet. You think honey badgers are scary? Try raccoons that break into your home, steal food, stare directly into security cameras, then come back with friends. He tapped the display, changing the image to a moose. This creature isn't a predator, but it kills more humans annually than any other wild animal in North America. Why? Not malice, just because it's huge, aggressive, territorial, and doesn't care what you are. Another tap. A chimpanzee, same genome as us, 98.8%, has ripped faces off, literally. Some of the more delicate species in the audience looked physically ill, but if you want the real apex threat, the slide changed. Human soldiers, historical footage, grainy, black and white, Men in trenches, bayonets, artillery, then modern footage, space marines in drop armor, railguns, orbital strikes. Quinn's voice dropped. It's not the animals that scare you. It's us. You see our world through sanitized images, zoos, nature docs, but Earth is chaos. It's violence wrapped in beauty. We learned to adapt not because we had strength, but because everything else did. He turned to Yultax. Professor, the real monsters of Earth aren't born. They're made, through pressure, through survival. He walked back to his seat. No one spoke for a long time. Then Yultax cleared his throat. Lesson concluded. Test moved to next cycle. As the students filed out, one lingered. A young Arxan cadet. He approached Quinn cautiously. Is it true, you domesticated wolves? Quinn smiled faintly. We call them dogs. They sleep on our beds. The alien stared at him in stunned horror. Quinn shrugged. But they still remember how to hunt. We just taught them who not to. He walked off, leaving a hall full of alien cadets reconsidering their life choices, and every diplomatic exchange they'd ever planned with Earth. Some knowledge doesn't make you stronger. Some knowledge simply teaches you what not to mess with, and the galaxy had just learned